Hi guys, Red5 here. I know it's been a bit of a layoff since my last video, and to be honest that's because all the car boots have dried up now. It's been very hard to actually find any goodies at charity shops and stuff like that, and I just basically haven't had the time to do anything. The only thing that I have been able to do is buy more lovely Transformers. As you can see in the corner, I've now got the Prime Beast Hunters Bumblebee. I've also got Shockwave and Air Raid and Viacon and Trail Cutter. So all my hard-earned cash seems to be going towards them. But having said that, I did manage to find a few pickups. There was an indoor car boot sale this weekend. There also was a toy and train fair this weekend, which I went to. But I did hit the charity shops before that. And the two things that I did buy, the first thing I bought was this, which is Sega Dreamcast WWF Attitude. I've not played that before, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like on the same Sega Dreamcast. And that was a couple of quid. And then the other thing that I found was this, which I'm quite pleased about, which is the Cars 2 Finn McMissile car. Now, forever and ever and ever, I've always said to myself, oh, it'd be really nice to get the James Bond Aston Martin DB5, the one with the ejecting roof and the missiles and the rotating number plate. And for one reason or another, I've never bought it. And I almost bought, there was a magazine series that they were doing here, like 900 issues, to build your own big 8-scale DB5, but I resisted the temptation to spend thousands of pounds on the magazine building it. So when I saw this, I thought, you know what, I'll buy this because it's cool, it's got all the features, and I will probably trade it or put it on eBay or something like that. But having looked at it, I might keep it. I think, you know, it's a bit sort of, it's going a bit green rather than a bit yellow, but it's really cool. He's got, you know, you press the hood and the missiles fly out, and Michael Caine, there's a few character voices in there. Yeah. All the missiles are still there, and even the rear missile with the targeting heads-up display on him also appears. If I push down on that hard enough, there we go. And that was £3. So it's an Aston Martin DB5. It might not be James Bond, but it is Michael Caine, which is probably, I was going to say the next best thing, but it's probably as good as, and it is a DB5 that is absolutely bristling with weapons. So I think I'm going to hold on to him for a little bit, at least for a couple of weeks. At least until I think, you know what, I need some more Transformers and I trade him or I do something with him. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. £3. I don't think you can go wrong. I don't know what they were, you know, when they first came out, but they were definitely not £3. So that was my charity pickups. Now, there was what they call an indoor car boot sale, which is just like a craft fair. But there was a lady that was there and she was selling a couple of figures, so I managed to pick up this guy. And I've forgotten his name as usual, but it's a Masters of the Universe figure. Doesn't have a weapon, but his expanding anaconda neck still works. He's got a bit of a rattle. Not being a rattlesnake, I don't know what that is, but needless to say, he's in pretty good nick, and he's an original Masters of the Universe figure. I think it was 1985, in pretty good condition. So she was being a bit hardball. I said 75p. You know, 75p for Masters of the Universe is not a problem, because she also had this guy. And again, this guy has still got his tongue, which retracts, which is cool. No weapon again, but still in pretty good nick. And again, he's 1980 something. I think he's 84 or 85. So cool figures. You know, I know you guys out there that like your Masters of the Universe, so I have now got those two guys. They'll probably go up for trade at some stage, but I will let you know when. Then the next day they had this thing called a toy and train fair. Now in the UK, for everybody that's not from the UK, that basically means it's a train fair and it's full of old men looking at trains. But because there's not much else around, I thought, you know what, I'll go and have a look. And lo and behold, it was a load of old men in a church hall looking at trains, corgi cars, dinky cars, all that sort of stuff. But there was one woman who was selling some modern toys, and she had a big box of blind bags, and in the blind bags were these, which are Gormotties, but they're the Titan or Titanium range, which I haven't seen before, and they were 50p each. I thought, you know what, we'll do a blind bag. So I got 3, 4, 5 blind bags of these Gormotty Titaniums. Originally I was going to buy just the standard Gormotties, but I sort of resisted the temptation. I bought GoBots and Fighter Pods and all that sort of stuff. So I'll be interested to see what these are like. So in the pack you get a card that says Radius, which is quite a cool looking guy, and it is all in a language that I don't speak. And the woman that was actually running this stall said that she worked for a retailer, and that a lot of the stuff that she had is all samples, so I assume this is a load of sample packs. I did buy some character building zombie packs off her, but they actually turned out to be just packet samples, and there was actually nothing in it. Anyway, let's have a look at this figure. Alright, so there he is, there's Radius. Bit of articulation to him. Cool. Yeah, good paint apps. I'm not sure if all the Gormotty range are kind of robot style, but he's pretty good. Now one of these felt quite big, this one. Let's have a look at this guy. See what's in here without ripping the card. In fact, I won't look at the card this time, I'll just look at the figure. And this is a one-armed rattling werewolf. I'll push that back on. Like that. Does that mean there's something inside? Oh! Yes, so the back opens up. And there's some... Is it a weapon? Let's have a look. See what the card says. So this guy is Ognisty Cosmar. Excellent, whatever that means. And oh, is it? Maybe it's something for his head. Because there's a sort of gap in his head there. I don't know whether you can pick that up. I don't know. Anyway, that came out of his back. So we'll put that back in. And we'll close that back up. But they're pretty good. They feel a bit halo-y in terms of the plastic. The heads are really cool. I mean, as figures go, they're pretty good going. And I like the leg and the arm movements. I've got a big green Gormotty figure that I picked up from the card itself that's really cool. But apart from that, I've never watched the cartoon or the comic or whatever they're associated with. So I don't really know a whole lot about them, and I can't find the blooming... Right, where's the scalpel? Here it is. There we are, trusty scalpel. Get this guy open. And this time we have got... Oh, please don't tell me we've got a double. We don't. We've got Supreme Luminous. Let's just put his leg back on. And he's also got something in the back, which I won't look at now, but these are great looking figures. I might have to start these as a bit of a collection, seeing as I've given all of my Robot Heroes figures to Mr. Black Rabbit. I need a new sort of minifig collection together. Although I do need to complete my Creo second wave rare big mono. Let's have a look at him. Cool. Not quite what I was expecting looking at that picture, but cool nonetheless. Like his hands. And he's also got something inside, so it's obviously a thing. Put something in their backs. Right, last one. go. And look, excellent, no doubles. We've got Meteorite. And there he is. So if anybody knows a bit more about the Gormottis and wants to put a comment down underneath the video, that would be much appreciated. Save me having to do some research. But I will look into them anyway. But there we go. So there are my 5 blind bags. There's my charity shop. There's my indoor car boot sale, all wrapped up, all in 10.5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be a load more Transformer reviews coming up over the coming weeks and months, and I will promise I will do the competition winners and my bot shots videos very, very soon. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Cheers.